Morning everybody, Ragnarok Ranger from the Ragnarok Theory. After a false start, I set off once towards the woods and it absolutely lashed it down. Now I'm still a bit unwell and only a fool tries to put a tent up in the rain to review it in the rain and the wind, because it's still quite breezy. Anyway, it's calmed down, still a bit breezy, but the weather's dropped and I'm on the access road, so got farmers' fields all on this side. This side used to be really good for getting round, but then they got it all blocked off. Someone privately owns it. I'll cut off before we get to the bottom of this road because it's a sewerage works at the bottom, and yeah, it stinks. So yeah, out there today we're gonna put up the one Tigris backwood finally. Right, I'm not going to talk while I do that. I'll do a little intro to it when I get there, and then I will just put the tent up. Okay, so that's the plan. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so there's the actual potential build kit. Don't necessarily need to use it all. So here's the backwood. There's the footprint. That I would not bother taking wild camping, all that before proper camping, but if I'm coming into the woods for the night, it's just a big picnic blanket and it really makes it a lot more warm and comfy from ground. A few extra pegs because it's non-provided with the footprint, and the backwood's a bit tight on pegs. I've already had to add some when I bought it. So like I said, the old garden poles there, pre-cut paracord. I think I cut them into about a metre, something like that each, so I got loads of them pre-cut to size, and then some good old bungee cords. I have got a little bottle of water with me, a bit of spare cordage in there, and something to eat for if I do get hungry while I'm here. Got a rain cape, poncho. I've got my other version of my modder in there. I nearly forgot. I've got this little brandless machete axe thing that I got off Amazon, and it's absolutely perfect for using with this stuff. And I should have in there. It's very rare I leave home without it into the woods. Aye, me Laplander never leave home without it for the woods. Right, so that's the plan. That's the setup. I'm going to set this camera up somewhere where hopefully there's a good view. So I don't know if you've ever put a poleless tent up before. It's a bit different. You pin the tent to the floor in its four corners first. So when you see me doing that on camera, I'm not doing it wrong. It's how you're meant to do it. Yeah, you'll understand why. Right, let's crack on with this. Just worth noting that that peg I just put in is the last official peg that comes with the tent, so there's not enough. You would need to purchase some more lightweight aluminium ones, perfect for this. What I did forget, it's just after raining here, it gets inundated with bugs. I once out away with a guy and we were staying out and we literally had to bug out at 3 o'clock in the morning. We had nets on, everything, and we got bitten alive. I'm already feeling a few bites this morning. So when we come back here later in June for his annual kindred gathering and bloater, this will be my pitch again. So I'll take a lot more time on setting that up and a hell of a lot more time on making sure I'm protected from the little midges and other bitey things. Right, I'm just going to do a little add-on where I'll go up a bit close. I'm not going in it because I can't be bothered taking my shoes off because the ground's actually wet through, and I'll give you a closer look at it, the space in it and everything. And yeah, Tigris, backward. I've actually realised I've put the footprint face down wrong way because you can see the logo in reverse, but hey, it's the first time I put it down and it don't matter, it's waterproof. Believe it or not, these few sticks in here were all fallen wood, and well over a year ago I came and built an improvised shelter out of all fallen wood after a storm, and the dry leaves you can see there were all fallen leaves that I'd used to cover it up. And alright, you couldn't shelter in that now, but to say it's non-equipment, there's no string or anything, the mainstays are still up there the way I did it, so I'm proud of that. Okay, back to why we're here. Backwood bungalow. Right, straight away you can see it's leaning that way. I've over tightened that guy, under tightened that. All I'd do is loosen that off, straighten that up, and then tighten it back in the other side. So that's not a problem. I'm not going to do that now. That's really obvious what I need to do. My thing with something like this is get it up and then tweak it if you need to. So you can already see it is meant to be a two-person. So for one person in here, I've slept in this in a wild camping wood as well at Keighley in West Yorkshire, and I promise you there's plenty of room. Even for two people there's plenty of room. Someone had said on a review that this vent at the back had let rain in, but the only way that can have happened in my view, if you left the vent towards the rain, maybe. Bear in mind that this closes down on a night, as does your midget, you know what I mean? So a good feature I've realised is the footprint actually comes at least halfway out into the porch, so that's pretty good. You get under cover, kick your shoes off, you're straight onto your footprint. So yeah, that's quite good. Like I say, this comes as a poleless tent. I think, like I say in that other video, it's just over 100 quid now. Now the thing is, they then invented the poles to buy for it, and you've got to pay for them separate at 20 odd quid, so I wouldn't do it. So I've got some basher poles, I've got walking poles. Like I say, these came off one of them collapsible like tomato houses or greenhouse or something at one point. I just never threw them away. As you can see, it's really well built. Can't remember the hydrostatic head off it right on top of me head now, but I'll put another thing up to accompany it on the end of picture from Amazon, showing you what it's currently up at and blah blah blah. And as you can now, you'll see then that you'll get the readout. I'm getting beaten by that little patch there. It's not a fault with the tent, it's a fault with me. I actually damaged it first time I ever used it. My fault, not watching what I'm doing with a blade, and sliced it. But that's the proper kind of stuff for mending tents. It's just not the same colour. So it's up to you. If you like it, get yourself one. This is going to be better than reading some dumb review on Amazon where people don't clearly know what it is they're looking at. Yeah, it's a good tent. I love it. Catch you all later. You know the rule, folks. Leave no trace. Might be a little bit of flattened grass that'll recover. Absolutely no sign other than that they've been there. Can't see anybody coming else down here today. If they do, they're in for a world of pain, because I've been eaten alive and I didn't bring no repellent with me. And that's my fault, because I've got loads of it. So as you can see, it's not just where I've been. It's a absolutely lovely place. It is a nature reserve now. And there's parts that are fenced off that don't really want the people going in. But to be honest, that's when the trees were first growing up. People's been breaking fences down on here for years. And there's a certain crew coming on here. I can't name any of them, or I would just grass them up. But I only know what nationality they are. And at least they're not my nationality. And they're coming on. They're poaching all fish that gets put in for fishermen who pay to be there, and they kill the deer, take a leg and leave the carcass to rot and stuff, and they're just a disgraceful set of human beings. If you're going to kill it, you might as well at least take it and use it. If you can't use it, surely you never needed it. So where this little junction of the path here is, a lot of slow grows along here. You're in here. This is where all dog walkers come. To be honest, it's been used for years for dog walking. Like I say, it used to be fenced off, but I was somewhere in there, and there's nowhere from here you'll be able to see that. So, I'm going to bring this video to an end. I'm not going to do any more filming, and get myself back home and see if I can get this. Oh, there we go. Slow buddy's growing. See if I can get this video up before I end of today. I'll try my hardest. Remember, we don't prepare to survive, we're prepared in case we survive. Survival is an instinct. Instinct's everything. Take care, stay safe, see you later.